We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty.
All right, guys, so if you're reading the title, you already know. Travis Rudolph has had all charges dropped. Now, in case you guys are new to the story, we had an individual who was an ex-football player by the name of Travis Rudolph. He was on trial for murder. Now, at the time, he had an ex-girlfriend by the name of Dominique Jones, who, pretty much lied at the fact that he had put hands on her. And ultimately, it was the other way around, okay? She was putting hands and feet on Travis Rudolph. Now, I do want to go ahead and play the verdict one more time, but I also want to play his comments thereafter, pretty much talking about how the case has impacted his life and his future plans.
We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 4, we find the defendant not guilty.
Now that you're officially acquitted, can you walk us through what the past 2 years were like, knowing that you didn't do anything wrong?
Man, it's just a lot of tears were shed, man. Overwhelming tears, you know what I'm saying? Long nights, sleepless nights, everything. So that's what the last 2 years have been for me.
Do you feel like you want to pursue a case against any of the other players that play in what happened 2 more years ago?
Well, I'm not going to let Travis answer that at this point. He's just going to enjoy his freedom now, and we'll look at all options later on.
What does this mean for your football career? What are your plans there?
I'm gonna reach out to my agent, and God's willing, I'll still be able to play football. So definitely planning on getting back to football.
All right, guys, so at least he's in good spirits moving forward, despite the last 2 years. But sadly enough, the damage has been done. Think about the stigma that's attached to him these past 2 years. The amount of money that he's lost, the endorsement deals. He's probably lost hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars during this ordeal. And hopefully he's able to recoup. Reparations is real. Hopefully he's able to get reparations for what has happened in the last 2 years. Now, I don't know how much money Dominique Jones has, but maybe he can, take some weave glue or one of her wigs, right? You got to recoup something, right? I don't give a damn what it is. I got to get something. Now, I do want to play the testimony from Travis as well as Dominique, because I do want to compare and contrast here the truth from the lies.
Did you ever hit Dominique at all?
No, not one time.
Before Dominique left, did she ever make any threats to you and out loud?
Yes, she pretty much was saying, I'm gonna have my brother them to come over here. And that was just the gist of what she was saying.
Did she ever talk like that before?
No.
To F you up, ain't?
No, she never talked like that before.
Oh, but this night before she left, she said that?
Yes.
How many times, do you remember?
Numerous times.
And you also sent a text message to Keyshawn at roughly 9:45 that Travis dropped you to the ground. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And in response to that text message, Keyshawn sent a group text message to you and Tyler Robinson that Travis is a man walking. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's the message that you deleted from your phone, right?
No, I deleted the shoot his message.
And you also deleted the man walking message.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't remember if I did or not.
So you really weren't making a living as a real estate agent, right?
No, but I do have a mom and she's a medical assistant, so.
Okay. And you were living with your mom?
Correct.
Right? You had a conversation with a man about marriage, and you're still married to Andre Chisang. Is that correct?
Correct.
So you lied to Travis. You misled him, did you not?
Travis never asked me if I was married.
Were you aware before you left for Mr. Rudolph's house that your sister had smashed Travis's cell phone?
No.
One of those men, the girlfriend's brother, testifying he was throwing punches at Rudolph during the fistfight, but insisting no one pulled a gun and all four ran and got into their car. But
did your sister tell you prior to going over there to have a talk that she hit him over the head with a trophy?
No.
Did your sister tell you before you went over there to have this chat that she smashed his PlayStation?
No.
Did she tell you that she picked up a tequila bottle and hit him over the head?
No.
Did she tell you that she called Tierney, his sister, and threatened to have him killed?
No.
Did she tell you that she called his mother, Linda, and made threats to her as well?
No.
You didn't know any of that?
No.
If you had known any of that, would that have changed what you did?
I'm unsure.
He came outside trying to fight. We were trying to get to the car, and he went back into the house, got a gun, came outside. We were in the car driving away, and he started.
And why didn't you just go man to man and have a talk with him? Right? You're the big protector. Why didn't you get in your car and go talk to him?
I'm not sure.
You've said she's your sister. You love her. You're her
Yes.
protector. You could have gotten in that car and drove to his house and had a chat, right?
Yes.
You didn't do that.
No.
Right. Because
Yes.
you weren't there to talk. That's what you want this jury to believe, but that's not the truth. You were there because
No.
that's what you were instructed to do. Why did you need 3 other grown men, one of whom we know definitively had a gun, the one you sold him? Why did you need to go there with your crew, with your posse, to talk?
I didn't need them, but they came with me, yeah.
One thing I have to say before you let me go. I want to say this. What's wrong with this country? What's wrong with this nation? Too many people went to prison because of false allegations, convicted of a crime, been exposed on the news. Now they serving time because they falsely accused. I said, what's wrong with this country? What's wrong with this nation? Too many people went to prison because of false allegations, convicted of a crime, been exposed on the news. Now they serving time because they falsely accused. And you think Travis a murder? That's because you don't know what happened. I'm his brother. Listen closely to the murders and rapping. Dominica's a liar. I'm gonna show her she capping, and y'all gonna see I see the reason of the devil Sebastian. I told my brother come outside. I guess she thought he was leaving. Then she went inside his phone and she found out he was cheating. But not the girl name was Colin. So she came up with a reason to hit his head with a bottle so she could try to get even. But let me tell you the story. How this problem got even bigger. Dominique lied. She lied and said that my brother hit her. Before she left the house, she broke this game and she took the liquor. Then she turned around and said her brothers ain't finna get you. We thought she was playing. Thought she was bluffing. That's what we figured. 1 hour later, we getting jumped by some. That girl hurt my feelings. So Dominique is my little sister. Till she put a hit out on my family and tried to. And these prosecutors know about this information.
All right, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until next time.